Another early morning special, boys, isn't it? Good Lord. Look, Phil's only just on his first cup of coffee. I've got eyes like little pea holes in the snow. Martin, you've literally said you just got out of bed.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that delayed reaction. That's how awake he is. Good Lord.
Anyway,
Piggy's not happy about it.
I mean, your mask is brilliant, Jules, but I didn't think it was the Halloween special for another couple of weeks.
Hey!
Boom, boom.
And I haven't even got my mask on. Well done. It's another classic. Well, good morning, everybody. Good evening, whatever time of day it is, I don't know. So it's episode 18, would you believe it, of Series 2. Would you believe that? Autumn's hit us. Pouring down the rain outside, but I tell you what, we've got a little bit of sunshine for your evening for you because we've got a fantastic eclectic mix of music for you this evening. An amazing array of music. Lads, there's some crackers on here, isn't there? Look at that. Look at the enthusiasm in those eyes.
Yeah. The enthusiasm at 9 a.m. in the morning UK time.
Blimey. Right, I tell you what, why don't we kick into a song? We're going to be fairly snappy today as well because we've got a big load of music to try and get through today as well.
Rusty keeps on rubbing my leg.
What?
Oh, God. Oh, dear.
Anyway, we'll put one of my Martin's edits over that. Right, okay, let's kick into the first song. So kicking it off, we're going to bookend this like we normally do with some more well-known pieces. We've actually got a middle ender. I don't know, what would we call it? A book in the middle, right in the middle of the section. A filling.
Is it a filling?
Almost like the filling inside your lemon biscuit you had earlier, Martin.
I'm still eating
the spine of the book.
Oh, beautiful, Phil. You've always got the right words for it. So we have got a spine in the centre somewhere or other. But anyway, let's kick off into the first one. This is a great song. This is The Knife We Share Our Mother's Health. That was The Knife. What an amazing song. Swedish electronic duo.
Great accent.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I try my best. I offend most nations. Yeah, but it was a fantastic piece of music, though, wasn't it? I'd not come across them before until I'd actually looked them up, but they were superb.
Really? Oh,
Mm.
That track is just bonkers. They are bonkers, but they are very influential, I must admit.
Yeah, it was amazing, and I didn't realize that they produced soundtracks for movies and all sorts of things. The soundtrack for Hannah Med H, which is a Swedish film. I've never heard of it, but yeah, so I might have to look that up as well. How did you find it, Phil, with your amazing ability with words?
Well, I've just written a few words here to try and describe it. This cassette has been stretched, he said, as the little wheels kicked the ferrous oxide into action, breathing life into a catchy melody, rubber ball drums, and enigmatic vocal hooks.
You see, that's all we need, really, innit? We don't need much.
That's why we pay him that much.
Exactly. See, I tried to put poetic words around things, and I ended up with a young man from Nantucket who sat on the edge of a bucket. Oh, Piggy says don't do that one. All right, okay, we'll leave that there. Right, but anyway, Martin, so can you give us a little bit of background about these, and where can we hear about more?
Okay, well, obviously, yeah, they're siblings, Karen and Olof Drejer from Gothenburg, I think, in Sweden. You might know Karen Drejer as better as Fever Ray, the artist Fever Ray.
Okay, yeah.
And they've been very influential in electronic music for since 2006. I actually think The Knife doesn't exist anymore. I don't think they're performing. They might release some more stuff, but obviously, I saw The Knife at the Roundhouse in London about 10 years ago.
Right.
What an amazing show! The thing is, you never know. I was up in the gods, and I think, well, where are they? Because there's people running around and doing all sorts of weird synthesizers, the most craziest machines you've ever seen, and it's just an amazing show. So yeah, Karen Drejer also talking about soundtracks. If you watch Vikings, you would probably one of her tracks is from Fever Ray is actually on the Vikings soundtrack.
Okay,
it's the main theme.
Yeah, it's brilliant, and what I really liked was that slightly off-key weird beat in there. And I don't know if you've heard a song "The Sun" by Mead, MYD. But again, throughout the whole thing, there's this slightly off-key sound within it, which is just great. I love it because it just gives it that really unusual.
Well, they pitch shift vocals as well, and it's just awesome that you don't know who's singing, whether it's Karen or whether it's a brother singing. Generally, it's Karen who's pitch shifted her vocals to make it sound like it's a male vocal. So that's sort of a characteristic of The Knife.
Superb, really enjoyed that. Anyway, we are going to have to. Sorry, go on, Martin.
Yeah, sorry, theknife.net if you want to find them.
There we are. Glad we slipped that in there. Not the knife.
Indeed.
You know what I mean. Right, okay. So we do want to bring you back to that time again, Phil. Mind you, it got you into synthesizers. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to Phil's interview from a few episodes ago and you'll find all about Phil's knifing and how that got him to into synthesis.
Yeah, that's right.
Was his compensation when he got him to buy his first synthesizer.
Oh yeah.
So doesn't sound like an amusing story, but it is. Right. Okay. Let's move on. We've got a lot to get through today. So next up, we've got this is a cracker. So let's just jump into it. We'll talk on the other side. This is Wheel Service Like a Drum. That was Wheels Service Like a Drum. Was it me? It usually is. Was there a bit of an Alison Moyet feel to the vocals in that? That usual blank look from everybody that I get when I say, is it me? But yeah. Okay, we'll skip on from there. Anyway, Phil, do you want to put some proper words around it?
Yeah, well, I think there was a bit of Alison Moyet, who was also known as Alf. In fact, I think it was more like Alf the Alien than actual Alison Moyet. Anyway, I've put zither glock, pulsating bassline rock, beneath words and breath, snapping snares and sonar flares. I mean, just got to say, Martin's choices, what I've found about doing this show is it's made me look at my own work and realise what is possible to be done out there. Some of these tunes have like expanded my creative side. Listening to the tunes on Puls8 radio, it's really good. Really enjoyed listening to this lot.
Yeah, there's some amazing stuff in here. There really is. Do me poem. Yeah. All right. There was a young girl from Penzance who thought she had ants in her pants. Don't do that one. Don't do that. He says, don't do that one. Right. No. Okay.
Just carry on. Where's the monkey? You finished spanking it.
He was a naughty boy. He's gone. But it was a lovely laid-back feel to that, and there was like a nice piano sound throughout that as well. It was really, really lovely. So where did we get these from, Martin?
Again, when we put it out there, we've had quite an influx of people, and this is Rickard Magnusson, another Swedish producer. He's a professional psychologist in his native Sweden, and he's done music for adverts, apparently. Apparently, a supercar manufacturer called, let me try and get this right, Koenigsegg. Koenigsegg, yeah. Koenigsegg. And he's also done remixes for the likes of Barry Adamson.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, apparently so. Far as social links, he's on Spotify, but I can't find anything Bandcamp or anything like that. But it's a cracking tune.
Yeah, I had a search around as well. I couldn't find anything on Bandcamp or anything. I could find it on Amazon and Spotify was the places.
That's right. Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to search that out there, that's probably the best place to have a go for that. Okay, we are going to have to move on because we've got such an amount to get through today. So says every week, these are just great. These really are. There's some cracking songs in here. So let's just jump into this one. This is Howard Givens and Craig Padilla with Serenity, The Peaceful Place. That was Howard Gibbons and Craig Padilla with Serenity, the Peaceful Place. And what a peaceful song that was. Howard was the Spotted Peccary label founder, wasn't he? Apparently. I say that as if I know, as if I've got knowledge of the Spotted Peccary label. I don't. I looked it up and I found
Well,
that.
I think this is the first. Actually, this is the first for 3 Spotted Peccary tracks.
You've got a
tonight.
Spotted Peccary, Phil, haven't you?
I've got some ointment for it now, though.
That's good news.
Yeah,
But this is one of 3, is it, that we've got? Did you say, Martin?
I think so. Yeah, yeah, because there's an immense amount of music from this label,
Right.
and I think we might be having a chat with these guys in the near future, because they've been running for about 30 years as a label.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Eric Wallow's on the label, who we've had played
okay.
before.
Yeah.
So it's not just. I mean, they're based in Canada, I think. But you know, there's artists from all around the world, and you know, and what we got is the first of 3 crackers, I think.
Brilliant. Okay, well, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Obviously, Phil, you'll have put some wonderful words around this, as you always do, in your silk pajamas.
Yes, they are very silky. I've put a peaceful place where Eno waits in a deserted airport lounge, contemplating what more is waiting at heaven's door.
Ooh.
Because I felt there was a bit of ambience, a bit of Eno-esque ambience all
definitely.
about it. It was a beautiful track, really professionally well
It's
done.
It's almost 10 minutes long, but again, it's one of those things that think, whoa, did that 10 minutes, where did that 10 minutes go?
Yeah, and it's got a real new age feel to it about it as well.
Yeah,
it's new agey, but not on the you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know.
But yeah, honestly, these two guys together, their back catalogue is just immense. I couldn't write it all down, but that, you know, we're talking. Obviously, these guys have been in the business for quite some time.
Yeah.
And there must be 40, 50 releases between them. You know, and they've also, you know, Craig's got his own Wikipedia page, Craig Padilla.
Right. Oh, really? Wow.
Okay. Well, yeah. So we've got a few people with Wikipedia pages. So guys, so look them up, and obviously you can get them on the spotterpeccary.com website, and there are other artists. But yeah, I think they're both from California.
Right. Okay. Very good indeed. What's that, Peggy?
Brilliant.
Do me poem. Okay. There was a young girl from Prestatyn whose pants are frequently satin. Not that one. Oh, not that one. Not that one, he says. Okay. Right. So we have to move on to another song. Is there any point in me being here, really, to be honest with you? There really isn't, is there? Right, let's move on. So we've got another great song coming up. We've got Ben Cox, Just Begin Again. That was Just Begin Again by Ben Cox. What a beautiful piece of music. I just wrote down from that gently eases you in with an underlying rhythm that carries you on a gently undulating wave. For once, I actually put down some words which might actually describe the song. So, Phil, you'll have written better words than that, obviously.
Oh, I have. I've written something amazingly poetic for this one. Look, Ben, just don't begin again. It was great in the first place. In fact, it was ace. I don't know.
It's a fair point, well made, Phil.
Don't begin again.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Exactly.
It was great.
It was great, and it was superb. It's a beautiful piece of music. So where have we got this from?
Marianne heard it and she said she really picked. She could some of the songs I was playing. She said, "Oh, this is beautiful. I love this one." And it is. It's great. Again, he's been around a bit and he's done quite a lot of things. But hey, what a fantastic piece of music. I think it's fairly modular. He's a software engineer, and also I think he used to play trumpet, apparently, according to this. And again, more Spotty Peckery music. He's also a mastering engineer for another record label called Lotus Spike.
Oh, okay.
So and you can find him at bencox.bandcamp.com.
Superb. And please do look him up. That's superb. And again, you can. There's stuff on YouTube Music, Apple Music, Deezer, Amazon as well, and all those places.
I love the title. This comes from an album called Consciousness and Other Tricks of the Light. That's just a brilliant title. Yeah. Back last year it was released.
It is superb. We're going to have to move on again, I'm afraid, because we've got some. What's that, Piggy? Do me poem. Okay. There was a young girl from Preston who used to run around with no vest on. What's that, Piggy? Don't do that one. Okay, won't do that one. Okay, not married. Right. Okay. Right. So we're going to move on now. We've got one from Sensien. Phil just looks confused.
Bit of a theme going on with your poems.
Yeah.
Anyway, carry on.
Oh dear me. We've got our good friend Sensien, Mark Meddings, coming up now and he's actually done a video for us as well, which is brilliant. So this is Sensien 3x3.
Hi, this is Kev, aka Looping Star, and you're listening to Puls8 Radio.
That was Sensien 3x3. That was, it was amazing. Mark's stuff's always great anyway, but I just wrote down for that. That was like an irregular heartbeat, making you question what you've just taken.
Yeah.
It was just, it was like the whole thing just like, and I love the way he twisted that watch on the keyboard, and then everything kind of went a little bit weird, and then he picked the watch up, and I don't know if that watch was actually doing anything, or whether that was just purely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he told me in a message the other day. It's got something like move sense. It's actually controlling MIDI. So this is a very intelligent piece of music,
right?
Which triggers the kick and snare, and he also said he's involved with holonic systems, and which Phil might know more about. And I think it's going to be collaborating with Dominic Hawkins soon as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, using phone and sensors, and so it's a new way of creating music, I guess. So yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, and again, if anybody's listening that hasn't listened for a while, there's a Dominic Hawkins interview if you scroll back a few episodes that you can have a listen to about what Dom did. But that'd be amazing. The collaboration with those two would be fantastic, wouldn't it, Phil?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And there's some great tracks on this show, and I've put some words together here for Mark. I hope he doesn't mind, because he's an old friend going back over years. About his track, I've written, "The wind howls around flatulent beats, random yet glued by a common metronomic gum, as metallic pterosaurs sweep their way through titanium clouds."
That's superb, and very apt for Martin's battles this week as well. So we won't go too much into that. Is that super things work, Martin?
No, not. I took 2 Senecot last night. I'm still waiting for the results.
Painting boxes with words. Lovely. Beautiful. Yeah. And I can't even put a poem to that. That was amazing, though, Sensien. Thank you very much indeed. We always love playing Mark's stuff, and cannot wait to hear that collaboration with Dominic Hawkins. That's going to be amazing. Really can't wait to hear that. So very exciting stuff. Right, we're going to have to move on again because we've just got, as I say, we're only not even halfway through the songs that we've got for tonight, because it's such an amazing array of stuff. So let's move on. We've got Desensitized, Terminus Equitos. This is Redemption Seeker. wow, that was like a journey through space. That was. I just wrote down here that you could see yourself on a journey on a spaceship, ending up at a serene new planet that you'd never discovered before. It was just a beautiful journey. That whole thing was. That really was. It was absolutely gorgeous, wasn't it, Phil?
Yeah, it was. I've written down here, electronic insects chirrup, my phone's gone off, and bleep in a forest of magnetic fields. A lone harvesting robot forages for toadstools, ingests the fungus, and is not disappointed.
How does your mind work, Phil?
Knows. Reminded me of my novel that I've written, folks. It'll be out next year sometimes.
Oh,
Set on a planet like this.
Have you written the music for the novel yet?
No, I think I might nick this. Desensitized.
Yeah.
But it's an amazing
Brilliant.
piece of music, really beautiful. So, Martin, where we had these from?
Again, another one of our Spotted Peccary friends.
Right.
But there's Deborah Martin and Dean de Benedictus, again from California. And again, amazing back catalogue of music these two artists have got. So Dean's a composer. He's a trained musician. He's also involved with the Strato Ensemble. There's also alias Surface 10 apparently. So again, I think you'll find them on Bandcamp and also obviously through the Spotted Peccary label as well.
Okay, brilliant stuff. Okay, what's that, Piggy? Do me poem. There was an old man from Chester whose bottom began to fester. What's that, Piggy?
Ooh.
Not now, he says. Not now.
Ooh.
Not now. Right.
I don't know where that's going. I can imagine.
From that one. Right, okay, we've got another great song coming up here. So let's just jump into this one. This is Boards of Canada, Alpha and Omega. bongos we had in that? Was it just me? I think there was
And
bongos in that.
flutes.
Was it and flutes? Yes, there was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a really nice, rich lead synth in there as well.
Oh.
And have we any idea what that lead synth was? It was just beautiful.
Well, no, I don't. But I think they use a lot of vintage kit,
Right.
and have done in the past. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. Phil, it was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah, I've put ethnic beats embrace saw wave ripples. It's probably a saw wave on that synth lead, I thought.
Yeah.
That in turn irk an errant snake charmer into action. The snake rises and to the swarmy's delight, it was a spitting cobra.
Whoa, hello. Blimey,
If you
Charlie.
listen to the track and read my words, it all does come together. Seriously.
That's what you think, Phil.
Yeah. Keith will take the drugs.
What are you trying to say?
But it was a proper foot tap of that. I literally, I was, as I was listening to it, I could see my head nodding and my foot tapping, and it was just a really enjoyable piece. That. So where have we found Boards of Canada from?
Well, you can't be a bit of Boards of Canada. They're like part of your electronic diet, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, I actually looked into it. I didn't know why they were called Boards of Canada, but they actually are siblings, two brothers,
Okay.
Michael Sanderson and Marcus Eon. And now I don't know why they got different surnames. There is a reason for that. I'm not sure, but they are brothers. Obviously they are from Scotland. Apparently, that's why they're called Boards of Canada. But I think they grew up in Canada.
Right.
And the name was inspired from the National Film Board of Canada of documentary films and animation they used to watch as children. Hence Boards of Canada. And I didn't know that. There we go.
There we are. It all comes together, doesn't it?
They're very reclusive as well. You don't see them perform very often.
Right. Well, hopefully we'll see a bit more of that on here, Martin, because that was very nice indeed. That was particularly nice. Have we done your words yet? I don't think we have, Phil, have we?
Yes, we did. Yeah,
we did. We did.
It's
so memorable.
I can see what you're doing, Jules. There, yeah, trying to make out they're worth jack diddly squat. My words. That's what you're trying to make out.
Not in the slightest, Phil. I wouldn't do such a thing. No, it was a beautiful piece of music, though. Thank you very much indeed. Now we've got one of your friends coming up here, Phil. Now, Engineer 01.
John Mottershead.
Indeed, John Mottershead. Engineer 01. Let's have a listen. So this is Engineer 01, Radio, I think I pronounced this correctly, Radio La Brujla.
sorprende. 50% de descuento en la segunda unidad de camisas hombre marca Polo Club, Jean Cartier y London Polo. Con ahora entre 6 y 12 cuotas sin interés al mismo precio de oferta. Babacard, 3 cuotas sin interés. Se va la radio siempre con vos. Descarga ahora mismo la app de la Brújula 24, FM 93.1. Escucha tus programas programas preferidos desde el celular. Comunícate con ellos acostándote y seguidos en las redes sociales. Ingresa a la Play Store y buscala como La Brújula 24 FM 93.1. Iguazú, el sabor y la frescura del agua naturalmente pura. Iguazú, llame sin cargo al 0800-333-1685 y disfrute el placer de beber agua pura y cristalina. Agua Iguazú, pura de verdad. Pruébela, porque la diferencia es tan clara como el agua.
Las cosas tontas no se sientan bien. Podés sentirte bien, pero sin muy mal. El bien no se relaja. Vos tampoco. Elegí cuidar. Elegí cuidar a tu esencia. Seguí usando tapabocas. Seguí manteniendo la distancia social. Seguí lavándote las manos y usando el colar. Nos seguimos cuidando. En el municipio de Bahía Blanca.
Ferretería Centro es desde ahora agente oficial Caterpillar. Conozca toda la línea de herramientas gas. 100% confiable. Marca con trayectoria y respaldo técnico. Ferretería Centro tiene todo. Es tomba y roca. El regalo para el Día del Niño está en la Casa del Cartucho. Juguetería didáctica, línea Montessori, educativos y didácticos, variedad de rompecabezas, juguetes de madera, accesorios gamer. La Casa del Cartucho, en librería y computación. WhatsApp en el 291-460-7085.
¡La Casa del Cartucho! Clínica Veterinaria Don Bosco. Atención de pequeños y grandes animales. Consultorio, cirugía, internación, farmacia, peluquería, pet shop. Don Bosco 2105 488-0059. Domicilios al 291 40 25 569. Búscalos en Facebook. Clínica Veterinaria Don Bosco.
Tus mensajes, reporta una noticia, contanos lo que pasa en tu barrio, hace tus denuncias. Escribinos por WhatsApp o Telegram al 291-446-1845. 291-446-1845. La Brújula 24, tus noticias, siempre.
¿Necesitas saber las frecuencias de recolección de residuos en tu barrio? Consultalas en Bahía Ambiental.
Nos encargamos de que tus envíos lleguen a donde necesites. Servicios en 24 horas, trámites, gestiones, encomiendas y más. Por algo somos mucho más que un correo. Interpost, nueva dirección, General Paz 342, teléfono 452-0712. Encontrarnos en Facebook e Instagram. ¡Felicitaciones! ¡Tenés un Procrear! En DJM rinde mucho más. Comprá todos los materiales y los guardamos en nuestro depósito. Corralón DJM. Horario corrido de lunes a viernes de 8 a 17. Sábados de 8 a 12. WhatsApp 291-523-6000 y 520...
Well, rather than me ramble on about this one, Phil, he's your friend, so let's get something out of you on this one. It's beautiful, this. Great use of radio.
Well, it's amazing, this, because genuinely, till you told me, didn't know this was John Mottershead, Engineer 01. And it's weird because my review, John Mottershead he'll sort of relate to this, because I've started off with, don't touch that radio, don't touch that radio, don't touch that radio, don't touch that knob. And anybody who's into their old hip-hop will recognise that. Said the DJ with kaleidoscope eyes in the helicopter of ecstasy as it hovers in a static electric stratosphere. Now,
kaleidoscope eyes, I recognise that from somewhere.
Yeah.
Those words that I said at the beginning about don't touch the radio were introduced to me by John Mottershead years and years ago when he was into all his Detroit hip hop that he used
It's
to
all
collect from America.
psychic, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
And then he was a DJ for years called the Fox or something like that in London, which is where he met Dominic Hawking
Ah,
on that circuit. So it's all coming together.
this
in
all
a
comes
weird
full
and mystical-
circle, doesn't it?
And I
Yeah.
didn't even know that was him.
Blimey.
So it's
Well, there's the
bizarre.
thing.
I
So
mean,
ha-
a lemon biscuit.
Oh, you and your
Oh,
lemon
lovely.
biscuits, Martin. Honestly, you've always got something in your mouth.
It's got a bit of
it's-
lemon jelly inside. Lemon jelly.
I'll use some of that
Oh,
lemon
let's
jelly
look.
next time.
Oof.
Yeah.
So, Martin,
Go on.
I mean, is this a submission to us? Was it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. We said, try this, see if it suit your radio show. But
Brilliant.
I haven't got much information of where to, any social links, unfortunately, for John Motter's Head.
No, I couldn't find my child.
No, so I don't need to put it out there as a on the Ethernet.
Yeah, he's pretty new. He's pretty new to producing stuff.
Right.
He used 2 years ago, but he's come back to it. So
Right.
he's probably not got established yet on any sort of platforms. So this is probably a bit of a debut for him.
What's taking his time then? For God's sake, hurry up!
Yeah.
You've just spat biscuit everywhere, Martin. Honestly.
Oh,
It's on the lens.
Oh, good
Yeah.
Lord. It's all over your pajamas. I think it's biscuit.
I'm a Virgin
Seriously.
Atlantic pajamas.
Yes, your second-hand Virgin Atlantic pajamas.
Second-hand Virgin Atlantic pajamas.
Smashing. Right, we are going to have to move on very sadly. Do you know what it is now? That's right, it's Martin's Monster. How exciting. Yeah. Right, so we've got Forest Robots. A Latitude often changes character, but not position. Wow, what a Martin's monster that was. That was a wonderful meandering spatial landscape I put down for that, which we've had some really sort of spatial stuff this week as well. Some quite ambient, easy going
ambient
stuff
ones
this
in
week.
there, yeah,
which has been really, really nice, hasn't it?
Which is just, it's just fairly random. It's what comes through what I've been listening to and what's been submitted. But it's nice. It's a nice mixture, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been superb. How did you find it, Phil?
Well, I've written down here, another forest to explore, thought Gandalf. Electromagnetic waves sweeping from the crystal at the end of his staff. Legolas, attracted by the beacon, arrives with his harp.
Ooh. As well. Do I need to have watched a specific film or read a book? Right, there we go. That shows my lack of education. That does.
I thought this track could be a background to any of the old Tolkien films there, Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit or something like that.
I thought I was in a Lord of the Rings last night in my dreams, but I was just Tolkien in my sleep.
Oh dear me! Is that? So that's worse than any of mine, that is. And that's saying something, Martin.
Did you just make that up, Martin? If so, that was genius. If not, that's...
Tolkien in your sleep.
In your sleep.
Deary me. Moving very swiftly on from Martin's joke. It was a superb piece of music, though, Martin. Where have we had it from?
I can't remember. I don't know if it was actually through my One World Music Radio connections but again, a Californian-based artist called Francisco Dominguez or Fran Dominguez. But what I like about it, he's written it for his daughter. It's a love letter to my daughter about the wonders of nature.
Right.
And he wants people to be inspired by this music. I've had this playing in the background, and it's just, it just melts you away.
Yeah.
So he wants to hopefully get people to spend time in the outdoors and the importance of preserving our public lands. Right. And I've got 2 albums of, so we might have something else on in the near future, but this is taken from Horst and Graben. This year it came out, but say beautiful pieces of music, and this sort of it just sort of stirred me, this one, and why I thought I chose it as my monster.
It was fantastic, really, really beautiful piece of music. What's that, Piggy? Do my poem. There was a young man called Martin whose rear end it wouldn't stop farting. Piggy says not that one. Right.
If only. Forestrobots.com if you want to find them.
Thank you very much, Martin. Right, let's move on very, very swiftly. Right, okay, so we've got a great one coming up as well. This is a little bit more up tempo. So we've now got Krell Technology, Dr. X.
Amazing Dr. Tentacles, and apparently I am in a labyrinth. You're listening to Puls8 Radio. Jolly good!
That was Krell Technology, Dr. X. That was like a mental metal bird squawking at you, is what I wrote down there.
Yeah.
It was just superb. How did you find that?
I've put Dr. X, the electronic quack of choice for the most demented, delivers electroconvulsive therapy of extremely high voltage.
I couldn't describe it any better than that, really. That's exactly spot on.
In a nutshell.
Yeah, it is. It is. Where have we had Krell Technology from? Where have we had them on before? I know that name from somewhere.
I don't think so.
No.
Again, in our inbox came through.
Okay.
Is David Goodenough from Birmingham?
I think he is.
But in the UK. Well, yeah. It's krelltechnology.bandcamp.com, and again, I can't find a lot about David, but I think he's sent something in for Halloween show, so we need to check that one out.
Yeah,
brilliant. Looking forward to the Halloween special.
Maybe we need to plug that. At some point.
Indeed. Well, let's plug it now, Martin, as you've mentioned it. We do have a Halloween special coming up. If you've got a Halloween scary type song that you've got out there, send it through. Even better if you've got a video that goes with it. We would love that. So send it through to puls8radio@gmail.com. That's PULS number 8 radio@gmail.com. So we're collecting those together. When's the show? I think it's the
I think that will go out the 1st of November, won't it?
1st of November, that's it.
And we might have a special interview for that one.
Well, let's hope we have. Now you said it. We'll see.
Let's hope so. Yeah, that could be a full flat on its arse. With that.
Indeed. And we don't want that with you, Martin, especially with your flash.
No.
Right. So we'll move on very quickly to, we've got another great one coming up here. This is Looping Star, the Green Man.
The Green Man is a magical ambassador from Albion, from a hidden England. And when motorways and supermarkets crumble, the Green Man's shoots reclaim the land. He's Puck, he's Herne the Hunter, he's Robin Goodfellow, he's Sir Gawain's mythical Green Knight. He's a fertile face made from undulating leaves. He's a trickster, forest sprite. A denizen of the deepest woodlands, speaking the language of nature. He's half man, half centuries old tree. A shadowy, mystical creature.
Hi, this is Kev, aka Looping Star, and you're listening to Puls8 Radio.
Wow, that was Looping Star, the Green Man. That was just fantastic. I love the talky bit over the top of it, of the whole thing in that. We don't often get them like that. That was just great. And the really nice synth lead in there as well, wouldn't it, Phil? Like, come on, Phil, you'll have put amazing words around this.
Yeah, I've put skipped the beat, my lovelies, said the Pied Piper, as the entranced Greenpeace activist followed him, then paused to hang on Looping Star, the soothsayer's every word. And they've got a bit of a speech going in there.
It did.
Yeah,
and then
is it from? Yeah. Is it from a TV or film? It sounds familiar.
I don't know. I thought it was just beautiful words that he put together, but I don't know. And obviously there's Green Man Festival and things like that as well. But I don't know. But it was brilliant. So where have we had this from?
This is Kev Grosvenor, who is Looping Star, and he also presents the Homebrew Electronica show every few weeks. Actually, I think he was actually on one of my pop quizzes back in. He joined us for that, but so it's one of his sort of Celtic electronica pieces, which you got that sort of Celtic vibe at the beginning, haven't you?
Yeah, it was really nice. So where can we find a little bit more of Looping Star?
Yeah, loopingstar.bandcamp.com.
There we go, nice and easy. Right, we're going to jump into our, can you believe it, last song of the night. This is song number 12. We've had so many Tangerine Dream references throughout the shows. It's great to slot one of these on in here. Exactly, Martin. And this is a cracker. It's a proper, really, really good one. So this is Tangerine Dream. This is Granular Blankets. was Tangerine Dream, Granular Blankets. And I didn't realise that was actually quite a modern song as well. That's 2017, I think that one came out. What a wonderful piece of music.
I think that's why I chose it, because people think, well, Tangerine Dream, 80s and 90s band maybe, but yeah, they are still doing it, obviously,
and still doing it amazingly well, weren't they, Phil? I mean, that was just a great piece of music.
It was. I've put because as a sort of a tribute to their origins, I've done In the Beginning There Was Light, an orange light, ethereal, floating in an electronic void. It was a tangerine dream. An ebbing and flowing Belisha beacon at the very origin of the electronic universe.
There you've got it in one soundbite nutshell.
Yeah, could have said it a bit better, but yeah.
That's beautiful.
They were there at the beginning, weren't they, your Tangerine Dream?
They were at the beginning, and they're still there now. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just amazing. I love Tangerine Dream.
This is apparently, according to Wiki, this is a 150th release.
Wow.
And the 30th main studio album. And it's the first since Edgar Froese died, who was the founder of Tangerine Dream, of course. But it's actually a lot of ideas that he put together. It also includes now, joining Tangerine Dreams, Ulrich Schnaus, one of my favorite electronic composers. And so he's actually in Tangerine Dream now. I think they've actually had a release since then called Recurring Dreams, which is remakes. So the latest release is called Recurring Dreams, which is not a covers album, but they've reinterpreted some of the older Tangerine Dream stuff and into a brand new album. And if you want to find them, it's tangerinedream.org.
Superb. Right, okay. Let's have a quick rundown of what we've had tonight, because it's just been an amazing set of music. It really has. So, right, we kicked off with A Knife, We Share Our Mother's Health. When we moved on to Wheels, Service Like a Drum, Howard Gibbons and Craig Padilla, Serenity, The Peaceful Place. Then we had Ben Cox with Just Begin Again. Then we moved on to our good friend Mark Muddins with Sensien, which was 3x3. Then we had Desensitized, Terminus Equitos, with the Redemption Seeker. When we moved on to Boards of Canada, Alpha and Omega, then we had amazing Engineer 01, Radio La Brujla, that's your friend Phil. Then we had it was Martin's Monster, Forest Robots, a Latitude often changes character, but not position. And then we had Krell Technology with Dr. X. Looping Star, the Green Man, then followed that. And then we ended everything off with the wonderful Tangerine Dream with Granular Blankets. Martin, what a fantastic selection of music, as always. Well done, my friend. That was amazing.
Cheers, guys.
Inspirational.
Phil, your words, as always, were just like, I don't know, like custard running over your brain. It was beautiful.
That's right. Lovely description there.
Me pussy just rubbed against my foot again.
Not now.
Oh my God! Don't tell J.K. Rowling. That's all I say.
Right, gentlemen, we're going to have to do our big goodbyes. Martin, do you want to do the first goodbye?
Sorry, that's a bit of a glitchy. Bye.
Now that's a good one. I'm going to give you a 9.6 for that. That was very good, Phil. And Phil got it right and didn't stumble it, so he gets a 9.8. So he's just beaten you on that one, I'm afraid, Martin.
That's my intellectual property, mate. That's mine. I'm suing you.
That's a bit of bad luck, that. Anyway, we'll see you all again soon. I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you very much for tuning in. Bye-bye.
Ta-da.
Puls8 Radio. Puls8 Radio. Puls8 Radio. Puls8 Radio.